Welcome back, guys. Courage here, and today, as you can see, I'm on PC. I didn't want to make a video about me being on PC until I found out that my PC was decent and good enough to review and not take back if something was wrong with it. And this PC that I got from Best Buy is a pre-built. It is really good. It's really good. I'm gonna leave a link in the description so where you can purchase this. It's a really good PC. I had no issues with the graphics, specs, nothing. Everything on it was good, and it was at a really good price for the graphics card and the processor that I got inside of it. And today I'm going to be showing you guys the frames that it could run to give you guys good options for people switching from console to PC, just like me. So this PC is really good, and if you run on low settings, which you really should because you don't need to have it on hot because it'll make your frames drop, but it's better to have it on mostly low settings and then have your view distance high like mine and your resolution high. And this is a monster of a computer. It is really good. I literally get constant 144 and 220, well, not 220, 240. When I cap it at 240 just to test it out, it's pretty much constant. And in creative, your frames will never drop in creative. It's perfect, like especially for you freebuilder guys out there and you want clips and stuff. This, you don't have to worry about anything on this computer. This computer is great. I'm not sponsored. I have no partnership or anything with them. I just bought a computer because I wanted one. I saw this one. It was at a fair price and it was good. I bought it for 1.3K. With tax, it was around 1.4, but alright guys, I'm in the HUD. I have an FPS counter on my screen. You can't see it, but I'm going to be giving you guys estimates on what frames you'll be getting in certain islands and things like that. But you can also see the FPS on the top right of my screen. I made my HUD bigger so that way you can still be able to see it, even though you can't see my FPS counter, which is accurate. So yeah. In this map right here, this is my 1v1 map. It's not a lot of things in here, so that way you can get the best view of the FPS. And right now on I'm on unlimited, and I'm currently at 500 frames. In this map, I can get around 500 frames. I'm on my competitive settings, so that way you guys can see on what I can get on competitive settings, and it's around high 400s to 500, which is pretty good for creative. But in other maps, like if you're playing zone wars or box fights, your frames probably won't be up to 400, but they'll be around 300. Yeah, they'll be around 300 in zone wars slash box fights. High 200s to high 300s is what you'll probably. On all low settings, you're getting around high 400 to maximum like 560 frames, which is pretty much the same as my custom settings, but a little bit higher in frames by like 10 to 20. Medium settings, you're around 480-ish to just solid 500, which is actually still pretty good on medium settings and creative. Settings have dropped a little bit. You're around 260 to 300 and like 30. That's on high settings. I wouldn't recommend playing on anything above low because it'll just look similar to console. It's basically console with no input delay. You're on higher things and nobody wants to look like console. Console is terrible, which is why you probably got a PC. Epic settings, nobody plays on epic settings, but I'm still going to show you guys just so you can get an idea. In creative, you're around 220 to 230. It's around constant that area. It's not bad in creative, but it's gonna drop when you get into a real match. And yeah. Alright, in a public match, well, this is not a public match, this is just the island, because I'm in Battle Lab, because I didn't feel like fighting people and dying, but I'm on unlimited frames on competitive settings, and right now, I'm averaging 250, which is actually pretty good. See, frames drop depending on where you look. But I'm averaging around 200 to 300. Sometimes one high 100s, 180. So yo, when I look over this way, my frames dropped down like 200, but they go right back up, which is still really good. It's around the same. Yeah, it's not really much of a difference from the competitive settings. The only thing I had higher was my view distance. Everything, my medium settings, they're around 180 to 240-ish. It's actually good. Around the constant. 200 to 260s, I would say. On high, they're around 190 to 230. Oh wow, 140 to 230, depending on the certain spots of the map. But that's what all graphics cards. You're never gonna have a graphic card that doesn't have frame drops, only because of the way the map is and how many frames it takes to load. Now when you go into epic settings, you have pretty much around 120-ish to around 180. That's what I've seen it go up to. By the way, I'm looking at my FPS counter, not the FPS on Fortnite, because you guys can't see it. Only I can, because it's on my monitor. And I have a 144 hertz monitor that I cap at, and it's constant 144 hertz FPS, whatever. It never drops from that. It's always constant. But I'm about to get a 240 hertz monitor, and it's gonna be constant with a little bit of frame drop. But that's fine. Yeah, and overall, this is actually a good PC. Back to competitive settings, around, look up at this time, 300 frames in a public game, which is actually really good. Which overall, this computer is good. It comes with a Ryzen 7 3700X, a 2070 Super graphics card, 1TB SSD. Yeah, overall this PC is pretty good. I'm leaving a link to the PC I got off of Best Buy in the description. It took around 5 days to come. I am not partnered in any way, shape, or form with them. Best Buy, CyberPower, whatever. But yeah, this PC is really nice. It's my first ever PC, and I wouldn't trade it for anything except for a better PC. Because there's always room for upgrades. But this is a perfect starter PC. 16 gigabytes of RAM, 1TB SSD, which is faster than HDD. So load everything faster. It comes with 3 RGB fans, which is really cool, and different patterns you could use for the RGB. And it's a really nice PC, and it's white. So that's it for this video, guys. I'm down to answer any questions, comments you have in the description. I'm gonna be active. Just please leave a like and subscribe for more content or PC reviews. Bye. Or PC reviews. Bye.